What's up, y'all? What a day. What a day. Yes, my hair slicked back. I'm not in the mood to explain it. Okay. Not in the mood to explain what my hair's doing. All right. Don't ask any damn questions. And what's up, you guys? So we have an interesting show tonight. We have an interesting show every night. Jesus Christ. I'm not even gonna lie to you and say we don't. We got an interesting show every fucking night. Because it's always something new. And shout out to my zit. It's always a nosy bystander calling in, giving us the tips that we so desperately want. My co-host was missing. There he is. Okay. So, interesting show this evening. First of all, shout out to my brother. I was on the phone with him. Trying to explain to a hood nigga how stuff works. That's the hardest thing to do. Shout out to my brother being from the hood. Okay. Shout out to my brother being from the hood. Don't know, never know shit. Okay. Don't be knowing nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and send him the live video because that's my brother, and that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. So shout out to my brother for just never knowing shit. He said I'm a real hood nigga. I said clearly. Clearly, you're a real hood nigga. Smash the like button. How you guys doing this evening? So I have my co-host here and everywhere else. And I want to get right into the show because the show's going to be interesting today. On YouTube, it always tells you what we're going to be discussing today. Today, we're actually going to be talking about a number of topics. So first, I wanted to talk about some tweets that I saw. Some celebrity tweets. I love you too. Is it Dominican Elsie? Love you too. I'm gonna talk about a number of tweets that I saw, but first let's see who's in the building. So we have Elaine, as always, fearless Dominican, who I just shouted out. Who else? Introverted and Norma and Blaze 10691. What's up, Brianna? Or Brenna and Candy. Who do we have over here on YouTube? Everybody over here in the building. YouTube. Now we talked about this yesterday. Okay. We talked about this yesterday. Now, y'all showing up over here on the Leam app and TikTok, but it's y'all lazy niggas on YouTube who never show up on time. Y'all don't never show up on time. Over here on the Leam app, for the people who showed up on time, we have Who Dat, as usual. Creative. How you doing, Who Dat? Bernicia. If Bernicia changed her name one more damn time. Bernicia, if you change your name again, honey, we're not gonna be able to find you. Shout out to Bernicia. A lioness queen. Hello, lioness. Koya, who I always want to call quinoa for some ignorant apparent reason. Hello, Koya. How you doing? Then we have Kamisa and everyone else in the and Loretta. There you are, Loretta. And A Johnson. Just A. Just A Johnson. I like that. We have here on YouTube Nikki and Latasha, Dion, delightful as always. Mommy Gamer. Where's apartment wife? She's late. Hello, Nisi. Where's apartment wife? Not housewife, apartment wife. Crystal said, I'm on TikTok and YouTube right now. You must be at work, honey. Hello, T Brown. How you doing? What's up, Carol? What's up, Mink? What's up, CC? So we have everybody in the building, as usual. Of course, over on YouTube, the nigga's always late. That CP time. Y'all getting on my damn nerves with that. Y'all getting on my ever-loving nerves. Y'all getting on my nerves being late. Always late. Show started at 5 o'clock. This time I was on time. Now, usually I only make fun of you guys because I'm always late, right? I understand CP time. So today on the show, we're talking about a couple of just brief things real quick. I won't hold y'all too long, okay? So we're talking about the disrespectful tweet from 6ix9ine. We're talking about Lil Nas X announcing his new collaboration with NBA YoungBoy, who I love both of them. So it's going to be a great collab. I loved when he collabed with Jack Harlow. So we always love Lil Nas X over here. And then we're going to talk about some things, some discrepancies. We're going to get to that later. in the show. Some discrepancies with an indictment, and I want to talk about those. Okay. So shout out to all the Nosy Bystanders showing up. I'm just taking my time because I know y'all niggas late, and I'm not trying to start twice. I'm not trying to do it twice. I'm not trying to do it twice. I'm always having to repeat myself. What I miss? I'm letting y'all come into the building. We ain't even started yet. We ain't even started yet. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on the Lean app, and I'm live here on TikTok. Hello from Shreveport. You say that a lot. I still can't pronounce it. Shreveport. Shout out to Louisiana. Where's the puff? I got rid of it today. Okay. So let's talk about the tweet that... Let's talk about 6ix9ine real quick. I know you're probably not some 6ix9ine fans in the building. I just want to talk about it because it is news. And we never talk about 6ix9ine as much. So let's just get into it. So you know who the rapper 6ix9ine is. He needs no introduction. Apparently a rapper named Lil Tjay was shot and is in emergency surgery. And when the news was posted today, Lil 6ix9ine actually left a comment under a post under DJ Academic's Twitter page, Instagram page, one of the pages, and laughed. I don't know what beef 6ix9ine got with all these rappers, honey, but he laughing at all of them falling, and it's just insane. It's just insane. I don't know where the smoke comes from. Maybe I should do a deep dive on 6ix9ine. What y'all think? We should do a deep dive on 6ix9ine. He acts untouchable. He might be. And let me tell you my theory as to why. And that's the great thing. What's up, Rich Homie Trina? Let me tell you why I think that. So I'm going to tell you why I think 6ix9ine believes he's untouchable. It's a theory I've had for a number of years. You don't have to subscribe to it. Okay. You don't have to agree with it. All right. It's simply just a theory. Got it? So let me walk you through a timeline. Okay. It's not going to be detailed, but it's going to be pretty rough. So 6ix9ine gets arrested, right? He's hanging out with that gang. I forget the name of the gang in New York. Hangs out with the gang in New York, ends up getting arrested, right? Subsequently arrested. So he gets out, and TMZ, which I got my beef with TMZ, but TMZ reports that 6ix9ine signs a $20 million record deal before he is released from prison. Right? We never find out who that record label is who gave 6ix9ine $20 million. We have no clue. And subsequently after, a lot of those rappers who were calling him a rat all stopped. All of them stopped. I don't know if you caught that, but I sure did. And every single rapper, while he was in jail or while incarcerated in federal prison, called him a rat, he a snitch, he this, he that, whoopty 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 whoop. The moment that TMZ dropped that story that 6ix9ine signed a $20 million deal, every rapper shut up. All of them. And let me tell you why they shut up. At least my working theory. So 6ix9ine signs a $20 million deal, and every rapper who's not in jail, who is connected to a record company, has no idea which record label signed 6ix9ine. Which means if the executives tell you, hey, we have a meeting on Monday, and you walk into that meeting and you walk past the meeting room and you see 6ix9ine sitting in there, chances are 6ix9ine signed to your record label. And if you're not a snitch, then how did 6ix9ine end up at your record label? And because the rappers have no idea which label he signed to, right? They're more inclined to shut the fuck up because then they, in turn, look like a snitch. They also, in turn, look like the individual who has no clout at their record label. all the clout that they talk about that they have and this pool that they have, and they could say this and that, and they walk into the building and the execs bow down and kiss their feet. Funny, because if you had such of a pull, how did you let 6ix9ine get in the building? I think that when 6ix9ine got out of jail, he went directly to the studio, to whomever he signed that $20 million deal after he got off of house arrest. And he probably saw every rapper in one room who called him a rat sitting idly by, shutting the fuck up. And the reason they don't call him a rat anymore is because all he has to do is pull out one picture with him and that rapper in a studio together, and it's over with. So they leave him alone. He's literally untouchable. He acts untouchable because he is. That's my theory. You don't got to believe me or whatever. But that's my theory, because them niggas shut up the moment that they found out he had a $20 million deal with a record label. If you ask me, I think it's Sony or Capitol Records. I don't think it's ATL Records, because I haven't seen 6ix9ine in the Georgia area, which means that it's more than likely. They're not going to say nothing. They're not going to say nothing. He walks around like his shit don't stink, because it probably does. You know, shit probably don't stink. And any rapper who calls him a rat, any big one who calls him a rat, all he had to do is just pull out a picture. Like, oh, I'm a rat? Why was you in this executive meeting with me and so-and-so? I'm a rat though, huh? I'm a rat. But you out here hobnobbing and rubbing elbows with me and the executive at dinner last week. I'm a rat. Why are you eating dinner with me? It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. They ain't gonna say nothing. 6ix9ine will literally tap dance across the entire internet, and he is untouchable. He acts untouchable because essentially he is. It works. So that's my theory on 6ix9ine, and that's the story on 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine left a disgusting laughing emoji under the post of Lil Tjay, who is currently in surgery for being shot. That's my take on 6ix9ine. Where is Wu Chow? Now we do not have a moderator. I had to look over like, where is Wu Chow? He said, girl, stop this video. I never blame him. I blame the greed. Okay, well, I'm not going to stop the video, but alrighty then. What's up, June? We done lost our moderator. We done lost our moderator. We don't have moderators here because we don't believe we need to moderate each other. You guys are grown folks. I know for a fact all of y'all have houses and pay your own goddamn bills. You don't need a moderator in the chat. We like Wu Chow because we love her. Okay. She's the only moderator. She's out. She probably drinking. Y'all grown ass. You can moderate yourself. Okay. You can moderate yourself. All right. Funny enough, we have our first commercial break. Now, first, let me give a shout out to She's Brown Like Me. Yesterday, we missed her ad and we didn't get to actually play her ad. Somehow just kind of went over my head. I missed it. So if you're out there, She's Brown Like Me, we're going to read your ad first so we don't forget you. Read your ad first so we don't forget you. What's up, Shay? So this ad is brought to you by She's Brown Like Me. She's Brown Like Me is a series of products brought to you by our good friend here, Shauna. Shop her website for inspirational posters, lunch boxes, bookmarks, and school supplies for little girls who are looking for inspirational messages. I have posted a link to Shauna's website in my link tree. Please check it out. If you have a little girl or little nieces or little grandchildren that you are looking to have inspirational quotes and imagery that represents what they look like because she's brown like you, check out our website and give Shauna a shout out. We love her. Thank you very much for She's Brown Like Me for this paid ad. Let's get back to the show. So the next story that I wanted to talk about was, and it's very brief, okay? So I ain't gonna hold you too long. Is that what Umar Johnson be saying? I ain't gonna hold you too long, but run them donations. Listen, let me give my brother, my big brother. I have two big brothers, but let me give my big brother another shout out today because we'll talk about Umar Johnson. Now he said, my brother, out his black ass mouth, said that he does not believe that Umar Johnson is a scammer. I want to slap him right there. I should have called my mom on the phone and called my daddy on the phone and told him what my brother said. You don't think Umar Johnson a scammer? Man, I hope you watching this with your bald headed. You know he's scamming, man. Rich Homie Trina said, "What kind of brother is that?" You know what, Rich Homie Trina? I don't know. Him and my uncle. Shout out to my Uncle Terry. Listen, shout out to both of them. What is y'all doing? Not y'all out here saying you got doubts about Umar Johnson's scammery. Shout out to both my brother and my uncle and my other brother. Shout out to both my big brothers. So the next story that I want to get into, it's just a little blurb. Lil Nas X actually has a song coming out June 24th with NBA Youngboy. I'm excited for the song. Again, I've already told you guys I like both these artists. I've always liked NBA Youngboy. I've always liked Lil Nas X. So I like all the collaborations that he does. He's a great artist. I'll just skip. The song comes out June 24th, called Late to the Party. Funny enough, Lil Nas X put out some imagery with a license plate for the imagery for the song release with his name at the top, Lil Nas X, NBA Youngboy's name at the bottom, and the license plate that read "Fuck BET." Funny enough, I don't think he got that BET award, so he wasn't very proud of it. So yeah, FBET. Who even runs BET anymore? There's our moderator, Woo Child. Woo Child, we know you need a break. But we ain't got no other moderator but you, honey. So we know you show up late because you'll be on that CP time. We love you anyway, Woo Child. Viacom. I don't know who run BET. I ain't gonna lie to you. Funny enough, BET, you know how we always make fun of BET for playing that movie Baby Boy? Now, mind you, when I grew up, just growing up how you are, your parents don't have a whole lot of money. So sometimes you got cable, sometimes you don't. So, but the movie Baby Boy would always play. Probably for my early adult life. I've never watched Baby Boy. I never even watched the BET cut up version. Ain't that funny? You're like, girl, I've never seen it. I've never seen Soul Food either. And you know how BET always plays Soul Food during Thanksgiving? I'm not watching that. If I'm gonna see the movie, I don't want to watch the uncut version of it. What kind of ghetto shit is that? Let me see the full version. And I shouldn't have to wait till 11 o'clock. Most TV shows they have certain FCC regulations which allows them to play certain language. So you can get a lot of uncut movies after 11 p.m. typically, and on the radio. Most people don't listen to the AM or FM radio after 11 o'clock, so they probably never catch that. But if you listen to AM and FM radio after 11 p.m. or 10 p.m., your time zone, the music is explicit. There are no edits. So, little tip from me to you. What's up, Amethyst? So he's got that out. He's basically saying FBET. He don't care. He not interested in nothing that BT got to say. They should have ran what Umar Johnson said, run me them donations. He said run him his BET award. They ain't want to run it to him, so he said leave me alone. Let me check out the comment section here over on the Lean app. What's up, sis girl Jess? You said whatever the Whatever the theory is, you're probably right. Thank you very much, Koya. Um, Sister Eamon, hello, Eamon. I see you in the building. You said, I tried to tell you he wasn't a scammer all the way, just crooked. We're talking about Umar Johnson. He said, you tried to tell me he wasn't a scammer. He was just a little bit crooked. No, Umar Johnson is a scammer. I'm not listening to my brother. And who that says? White people. Who that said? White people. Referring to who owns BET. White people. We love white people. Okay. We've been dibbling and dabbling in white people drama here on TikTok. We have an after show that we do after this live show. It does not air on YouTube. It's just here on TikTok. And we just talk about what's going on white TikTok. We be feeling like y'all got stuff going on. We just wanted to peek over the fence a little bit, see what y'all got going on. Same shit over here. Nothing but a bunch of scammers and people calling CPS on each other. Can you tell us why Dr. Image is a scammer? Who's Dr. Image? I'm just saying. Am I lying? Am I lying, YouTube? Am I lying, TikTok? Am I lying, Lee Map? Isn't it the same stuff? We peeked over the fence. Pardon me. We peeked over the fence a couple of days ago, and all we saw was the same thing, but just a different shade. Same thing, different shade. Oh, you're asking why do we believe that Umar Johnson is a scammer? One, ask my brother. He doesn't believe he's a scammer. I believe he's a scammer. I've done an investigative story on Dr. Umar Johnson. You can check it out here on YouTube and on TikTok. It's a 3-part series. It's a scam. You guys, he's been running in excess of anywhere between $6 and $10 million to build a school. Received the school for free through a nonprofit donation. He actually got the school building in Delaware for the low price of $10, and still has refused to get the HVAC fixed after claiming to the IRS that he had over $600,000 in cash on hand. He's a scammer. If you still support this cockamamie idea that an individual who has literally $600,000 in cash on hand is refusing to pay $180,000 for HVACs, which will literally start his school, and you don't think it's a scam, you should get your head out of your ass and wake up. It shouldn't take a 35-year-old person on TikTok to tell you what a scam looks like. You guys are adults. You should know that. 2 + 2 has been equaling 28 for Umar Johnson for the better part of 10 years. It's a scam. Okay? Oh, you said the after hours. Blaze, just after the show wraps up after about an hour and 15 minutes. And usually about 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock PST here, I'll go live. It's a very informal after show. And I'll be live right here on TikTok. You just got to turn your notifications on. You said, tell him. Thank you, A. It's Mario. Thank you, it's Mario. I didn't be trying to tell y'all. I love my Nosy Bystanders. I do. I really do. I be feeling for y'all. And y'all know I'm gonna rock with y'all. I'm the chief Nosy Bystander, so I'm gonna have to just be the leader of it. But sometimes I gotta tell shit like it is. It's so, I do my best to tell the story in the most polite way possible. But when people start to not get it, it's like it's been 10 years. It's not like the scam is 6 months old. And you're not quite convinced it's a scam. It's been 10 years. It's like, come on, wake up. Just wake up. Okay? It's not going to, listen, the world will keep spinning. The world does not stop spinning because Umar Johnson has been scamming. Okay? The world has not stopped spinning. All right? He a dime a dozen. We'll just move on, get to the next scam, and just move on with our lives. Okay? Move on to the next game. Okay. I was talking about Robb Elementary. I don't know what the name of the school is, but it's called FDMG Academy. Can y'all send them donations if you What was that one? Hold on, before we get to our next commercial break, I want to try to remember that one thing that he had said. Now, don't get me wrong. Umar Johnson is the king of sounds. If I don't care what y'all say, there's a lot of the cute little black girlies on here and the cute little guys on here who be making sounds that trend. Don't nobody make a sound trend like Umar Johnson. Don't nobody make a sound. And Umar don't even be thinking about it. People upload his sounds from YouTube and from TikTok and from Periscope. Umar Johnson is not out here making sounds to make money. Umar Johnson literally has people uploading his, because the sounds are so good. Let's be realistic. Now, if you don't remember this, a number of years back, Umar Johnson was on a live stream on YouTube. I sound so serious, don't I? I sound so serious. Umar Johnson was on a live stream on YouTube, and at the time he was on a live stream, an individual went and sent him a donation. The donation amount was totaled $10, and according to Umar Johnson, you should have sent $20. But I know you ain't got it right now. You should have sent $20. I know what you ain't got right now. Umar gonna get drop kicked. He would have never told me nothing like that. He would have never told me nothing like that. Why? I don't know why, Tanya. He just he just said it. He just be saying stuff, and he's so ignorant and gratuitous with his own crowd, and people will still give this man money. I'm just like, how exactly are you saying these horrible things to people? Could you imagine what that would feel like if someone said, thank you for $10. You should have made it 20, but I know you ain't got it right now. Sir, give me my $10 back. Immediately give me my $10 back. Immediately. You see, he ain't send it back to her. Y'all, listen. We can talk about Umar Johnson all night, but we got another story I want to get to. Okay. There's another story I want to get to, a really important story. Right? I like to bring the show with a little bit of hot topics, and then I want to get into the main thick of it that we're going to be discussing for the latter half of the show. Before we do that, y'all know what this is. Before we do that, y'all already know, don't even come for me, okay? Please don't come for me, all right? I want to preface this by saying these people pay hard money for these ads, okay? People pay hard money for these ads, so you don't have to. Do you understand how that works? These ads are what pump the show. So you guys can sit easy and watch this shit for free. Thank you, Ricky. I love donuts. First of all, who's that? Shout out to my mom in the building. Mom, what you doing here? Now my mama being nosy. Now my mama being nosy. Now my mom, Mom, I blocked you. You was supposed to be blocked. I'm just kidding, Mom. I'll never block you. You're my mother. I love you. We have an ad. I'm not gonna tell you what her username is. All she'll do is just pester you. Okay. But shout out to my mom and my brother. Everybody seems to be calling me today. My granny called me. Mom, I don't know if you know this, but Granny, I talked to Granny today. She said, I'm so proud of you. I said, Grandma, this is church gossip. There's nothing to be proud of. There's nothing to be proud of, Granny. I'm a political scientist. I'm a political scientist. All I talk about is church gossip. All I talk about is church gossip. This ad is brought to you by two people, Tori and her very, 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 very lovely aunt, the Lioness Queen. Tori is a teenager living with cystic fibrosis, a genetic respiratory and digestive disorder, anxiety, and depression. As a child, her mother tried to build her self esteem by introducing her to the concept of affirmations. You know those affirmations? The ones those tarot card readers be trying to give you for those donations on the TikTok lives. You know them. These are actually good ones. Tori's mom explained the affirmations she gave her and what it meant for her and Tori's life. One day, Tori's mom came home and saw her writing something on her arm. Tori wrote, "Goodbye, cystic fibrosis forever, no more disease, no more goodbye." It was then that Tori's mother knew that the affirmation she was giving her daughter was instilled in her. This was the beginning of Tori actually publishing her own book of affirmations called I Am Victorious. You can actually purchase a copy of that book. The link is in my link tree. A total hard copy of that book is $10. It goes to one, a Black writer who we love, two, their book of affirmations. And so if you don't need them yourself, send them as a gift to someone else. Shout out to the Lioness Queen, who is here in the crowd. I don't know. She moves a lot. Sometimes she's here on YouTube. Sometimes she's here on TikTok. Sometimes she's here on the Leam app. She's everywhere. Shout out to Lioness Queen and her niece, Tori. So let's get into this story tonight. I don't know why I didn't grab another drink. So the story that I wanted to talk about tonight. Hold on. I get comfortable because my legs be, I don't know if y'all know, but my legs get tired. I sit here all day. This time I'm going to go to sleep in my actual bed. Okay. I'm not going to keep sleeping on the couch, but I'd be getting work done. So I wanted to go over the story. The story is developing. I know you guys are going to have tons and tons and tons of questions. I don't have a whole lot of answers, but I wanted to, run the story by you and then just pick up any of the anomalies that you see. Shout out to Senior Nosy Bystander Bonsai for actually running up these numbers for us, because child, I couldn't have did it alone. And my other Nosy Bystanders. I actually have a whole team of Nosy Bystanders, you guys. I try not to levy a whole lot of work on them, but when I need help, they help me. That's Tree Dollar, Motherhood, Celamundo, Anita, or whatever name she decides to give us this week. Dr. Diaz, Maya, and Bonsai. Am I missing someone? Desmond. Well, I don't know what their TikTok names are, so I don't want to give out their full names. D and B. Okay. So these are Nosy Bystanders. They work in the behind the scenes. They're awesome. Awesome. But I try not to stress them out with too much work because, child, at some point I'm gonna have to pay them. Okay. But shout out to Bernicia. And Bernicia, honey. She gonna give you the tea. Bernicia gonna give you the church tea, honey. She gave me the church tea all fucking day today. And I totally need it. Also, shout out to Tanique Reviews. If you guys don't know, Tanique Reviews is here on TikTok. He actually runs a rather large TikTok page, or YouTube page. So shout out to Tanique Reviews. Follow him. Follow Bernicia. She's right here. BBW, old school. Follow her. Follow Tree Dollar. Tree Dollar Sign. Follow Tree Dollar Sign and everybody else that I had mentioned earlier. So the story, it is developing. I'm not entirely sure what to make of the story. But it's rather unusual. So while just doing a little bit more research, remember I'm always working on this Cora Jake story because, again, it's thank you very much, Toya Lou. You guys, the story is a real beast. Does that make sense? The story is a beast. Thank you, Tink Swag. Nicole, it's on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is called Nosy Bystanders, 2 words. and you can follow the series there. On YouTube, I put the series together as one big giant 1 through 11 parts, so you don't have to find each part. Okay, so go check it out there. So again, this whole Core Jake story is a beast. It's got so many working parts. There's so many different facets to it. There's so many key players. There's so many different anomalies, and it's I don't even know what to make of it at this point. So, as you guys already know, Brandon Coleman is incarcerated in the Ellis County Jail, and he is being held on $150,000 bond for child. Finish the rest. Okay. So, that's what he's being held on. So I went and obtained just a copy of the warrant and the indictment because I got to read it for myself. Okay. This is what you got to do. It's just the name of the game. You can't rely, and there's nothing wrong with relying on what other people say, but you can't just solely rely on what people say. You have to look it up yourself. And sometimes, specifically when it deals with court, right? Anything court, traffic court, felony, misdemeanors, you're always going to have to pay some sort of court copies. Get 2 copies. Some courts, Los Angeles County charges $475 for a search, which is insane. Los Angeles, and trust me, I've gotten plenty of documents from Los Angeles County. Los Angeles County charges $475 for just to hit the word search. It's insane. But everyone wants the story, so they're gonna run it up. Hello, Janelle. $4.75. Hold on now, Miss AMC. $4.75. $4. Thank you, Blaze. $4, not $4.75. Okay. And so just imagine every other county does the same. So I did obtain a copy of Brandon Coleman's indictment. And yes, it's disturbing as you think it is. It is. We're talking about child essay. It's disturbing. Okay. There's no need to get into detail. You want a copy? It was $4.90. It was $4.90. Go ahead and get a copy. The indictment wasn't the unusual part. It was actually the timing of the indictment. So again, we all know Brandon was incarcerated May 4th of 2022. When I started the story on May 20th, there was no indictment. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but I didn't actually have a copy of it. On June 10th, the indictment was published, and today, June 22nd, I got a copy of it. Okay, are we following this timeline? So you're probably wondering, how can somebody be in jail without an indictment? That's a fantastic question. That's a fantastic, fantastic question. How can somebody be in jail without an indictment, right? Because the indictment brings the warrant, right? So imagine an indictment like a husband and wife, or a husband and husband, or they, them, and they, them. We love everybody and their pronouns, okay? We got a they, them, and a they, them, okay? You can't have one without the other, specifically with these type of charges, okay? Grand jury indicts you. It gets filed with the clerk of courts. Clerk of courts issues the warrant. Warrant gets submitted to whatever your jurisdiction is, and whatever cop has it, they go get you. Okay, that's how it works. So you probably wonder, how does somebody sit in jail without an indictment? Well, funny enough, shout out to our Nosy Bystander, who went ahead and looked up that information and made a lot of calls today. So I couldn't. I sent her a fruit basket if I knew what kind of fruit she liked. There was actually another warrant on April 10th of 2022. So April 10th of 2022, a warrant out of Grand Prairie, what y'all be calling it? Out of the sticks of Texas was issued for Brandon. So there was 2 warrants. So now it makes sense, right? That's how a person gets to jail. They have a warrant. April 10th. He gets picked up April 4th. Bam, he's in jail. Case closed. Except they're giving us a hell of a time to get a copy of that warrant. Yeah. It was a hell of a time to get a copy of it. You would think it's just a piece of paper. The nigga already in jail. Here you go. Why are you giving us a hard time to get it? Interesting. We have a commercial. I gotta sit up for this one. I got to sit up for this one. I mean, I sit up for all of them, but it's rather hard to speak when you're sitting down. So this ad is brought to you by Kiana Scott. We love us a Kiana Scott, comedian. This ad is brought to you by Kiana Scott. Kiana Scott is a content creator here on TikTok, and she also has a merch store. She sells all kind of fantastic merch, specifically satin bonnets. Handmade, hand-stitched by her. These satin bonnets come in 5 colors: purple and gold, orange and cream, pink and hot pink, mustard yellow and olive green, as well as green and blue. If you make a purchase of $50 or more, you can actually do that for 4 interest-free payments by using Shopify. Shout out to Kiana Scott. Please follow her on this app. She goes by Kiana Scott 1 here on TikTok. She is a comedian. So support your local comedians. Black artist, right? Doing her thing, going on tour, Nashville, New Orleans. Please check her out. And shout out to Kiana Scott for supporting a nigga like me. Thank you very much, Kiana Scott. If you would like to purchase from her, please check out the link in my link tree. It takes you directly to Kiana Scott's website and purchase the bonnets. They're Black-owned businesses, you guys. Okay? Black-owned businesses. Trust me, if we got an ad from a white person, I say this is a white-owned business, y'all. Because we love all businesses, okay? What's up, Steph with an F? What's up, Forever Crystal? Yes, what's up, Motherhood? So, it's unusual, okay? It's unusual. I love bonnets. Okay, Toya. I wish I wore them. I don't wear them. I just comb my hair. And if my hair gets damaged, I just cut it off. It's hair. It'll grow. I'll get a wig. So, yeah, it is rather unusual. It's rather unusual. There are other details surrounding that first warrant, and I'm just trying to figure out if I want to share them. That's what's up, Tim? What's up, Mother Morty? y'all the late. Listen, I'm gonna just start a show one day and just sit silently till all y'all niggas show up. Y'all be so late. Y'all was so late. Y'all be so late. So at the top of the hour, we discussed 6ix9ine and his disgusting comments toward a local rapper who has been shot and is in surgery. Second story we discussed today was Lil Nas X and NBA YoungBoy coming out with a single on June 24th. I encourage you to listen to it. Support those 2 artists, even though they're stupid wealthy, but support the artists anyway. Okay. And now we're discussing the fact that I was able to obtain a copy of Brandon Coleman's indictment. And shout out to our Nosy Bystander Bonsai, who is in the process of obtaining his other warrant, which was issued on April 20th, before he was arrested. I did not start early. Smash the like buttons. I appreciate y'all. We know you got a story for every situation. I talked to you today I talked to you today. So let me get one of my co-hosts on the stage. I'm trying to keep it a little bit cleaner, so I just want to have at least one co-host on stage. I want to be able to hear from one person at a time. Okay. So that way we can keep it clean. I read the comments, y'all. I read the comments here on YouTube. I read the comments here on TikTok. Y'all said it's too many people on stage. I said I heard you. Hello, Vicky. How you doing?
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hello. Did you need?
I know I've been in your inbox with Cora.
Oh, yes. Did you want to add any details to the story?
It's smoke and mirrors.
What do you mean?
Very good at what it looked like. Is she was trying to kind of, let's make this look clean. Let's make it look good like those pictures, because it just seems so out of place.
Yeah.
Like, who's thinking about taking family photos in the middle of this? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's correct. So let me just add a little bit of reference to it, Vicky.
Yeah.
So a couple of days ago, Core published a family group. Core actually published family group pictures with the children, and they're very polished. Well, knowing the nature and the veracity of the charges against Amari Bianca's mother, or I'm sorry, against Amari's father, allegedly, it just seems like really poor timing to show your kids all prim and proper, put together, as if there's nothing wrong. So yeah, I could see issues with that. It seems a bit gratuitous. It seems a little bit tone deaf, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
did you see the one with the music that I sent? That was extra.
No, I didn't.
For Gazy, that she sent. Like, nobody messes with my kids. I was like, oh, Cora, just please have a seat, like just a big one, like maybe a recliner. But anyway, okay. So Umar,
yes,
the scammer was often preaching. Yeah, he was often preaching in his car. First of all, get out of that car. I always feel hot when he's in there talking so much. But when you said the $10, I wanted to go and be like, show me where every penny is. Like, I need some P&Ls. I need some financial reports. Where is this money? Where has it gone? Like, you could have got one side of the building maybe opened. The boys in Delaware are going to be in college by the time the school is open. Anybody who's waiting, right?
Yeah.
He is absolutely ridiculous. Like, hundreds of $1,000s. Okay, it's the boiler, and then it's the electricity. Okay, so start getting things done. Do the money, but he's not done anything.
Yeah.
And it's a $10 building, and when I look online, it's like he's been called with a snow bunny, and he's marrying 2 women, and like, this man is such an embarrassment sometimes. Yeah. I just was like, $10. I want the organization to go and like just snatch the building back.
Yeah. Well, it was a tax deductible donation, so they can't the company. It was a private company who owned the building because it was a private charter school. So they probably took the tax credit and dipped. So Umar really does own that building.
They can't even put that in their portfolio to be like, hey, look what we did, because it's still an empty building. Thanks, Umar. But listen, so Black Enterprise. This is him stating this, not allegedly. He said that it's because of us regular Black people. That's us, right? Is that the Nosy? We're the regular Black people? Because what's he? So the regular Black people, the reason why the building is not together while the funds aren't done. He said, had we been Mexican, he was Mexican.
Who's Black Enterprise?
The building.
Can you tell us who Black Enterprise is?
The magazine. I will actually send it to y'all. Send the link.
Oh, so you stated that
article.
Umar Johnson stated in a Black Enterprise article that if Black individuals were of the Hispanic descent, he would have
because he made to say regular. Make sure to say regular Black people.
Got you. Well, listen, I told you guys. I let you guys know already off the top that Umar Johnson is a scammer. Okay. He's a scammer. He's been scamming a very long time. He has absolutely zero interest in building that school. He's really just been using individuals to be able to grift back to himself and live a lifestyle of never having to work, which is totally understandable. But at least be honest with the people. Thank you again, Vicky, for that anecdote. Let me get Bernicia on the stage. I want to hear from Bernicia. And thank you, Vicky, again. Yeah, so it's just that's just so unusual. I listen. I don't do a whole lot of talking about Umar Johnson. It's just, we call spades here. You know. A lot of people didn't know Vet Lady. A lot of people didn't know he was a scammer. Because when the grift is so long, you start to get new victims every day, right? So there's new victims. Remember, there's victims who give Umar Johnson money now, who 10 years ago may not have known who he was, and who probably got on to him right now and be like, oh, this guy sounds wonderful. But they didn't know what Umar Johnson was doing 10 years ago. Hello, slot machine lady, slot machine queen. Hello. I saw your live earlier today, but I got a call and I missed it. I wanted to watch it. Hello, Bernicia. How you doing? Welcome on stage. Did you have something that you wanted to add to the to any of the stories today? The 6ix9ine story, the Lil Nas X story was album being released, as well as the incident about the indiscrepancies with Brandon Coleman's indictment. We might have lost Bernicia, y'all. I think we lost her. Hold on. Let me try to get her back because I want to hear from her. And before, after we hear from her, we'll go back to our next commercial break. Hello, Bernicia. I don't know if your microphone is on, but go ahead and let us know you're in the building.
I am. Here I am.
Okay. I think your phone's breaking up. That's why.
Okay. I was want to talk about Omar. How do you scam your own people? If he was really legit, don't you think he would have somebody big behind him? Us regular people.
Now you calling him Omar. It's Umar.
I hate black people that are self-haters. I hate self-hating black people. And Brandon.
Yeah.
I was about that where they they indicted him after they arrested him. They brought down the warrant after they arrested him.
Correct.
Now, like I was saying in the comments, that happened to my brother. They held him for 2 months. And then they said, oh, the grand jury handed down a warrant for his arrest. So he's going to be in here a little longer. But you got to understand, we are from where I'm from. It's a small ass town,
mm-hmm.
and the cops are as crooked as hell. So that is not a norm.
Yeah,
that's not a norm. So obviously something else is going on there with Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
That I believe that they just don't want him to get out no time soon, and they're trying to flex their muscle. That's me. Mm-hmm. That's nobody telling me that. That's me. I think they just don't want. They can let them know we can keep you as long as we want to, unless you do what we tell you to do. If he gets out,
mm-hmm.
and I'm serious, if he gets out, watch how he's gonna go into the background and not be seen again, because he will have made a deal with those people.
Yeah. Interesting. It is interesting. I mean, it's just like what I'm trying to say is it's like, I'm trying to finish up this story as quickly as possible, but I'm having a hard time doing that because every fucking time that I turn over another rock, there happens to be an entire ecosystem underneath it. You see what I mean? I just want to just be able to be like, oh, here's nothing, moving on. Here, you can't turn over another rock in these stories because every time you do so, here comes some more BS. Me simply looking up this person's indictment should have led me nowhere. It should have led me nowhere but an indictment. His warrant should have led me nowhere but his warrant. Why is his warrant leading me to another warrant? What is going on? You just have these layers upon layers, and you're just starting to think like, well, what the fuck is going on at this point? Because why at every single turn there's another layer? Every turn.
You do know that there's only very few things that there are statute of limitation. No, there's no statute of limitation, and one is murder. This man is on Cora's hip, so they knew he was there. The others got to do with children, right? So if that's the case, he should have been registered as a sex offender, and where he is, he didn't need a warrant. They didn't need a warrant. If he had done what he said he had did, what they said he had did, and it was because there's no statute of limitation on that. Then if they said he did that, he would have been in the system as that. So anything he did prior to this, no, baby, there's something wrong.
Yeah,
there's something wrong.
I mean, the part that I don't understand is the charges are heinous. Did they think that he was gonna flee?
What? How you gonna flee and ain't nobody got him out? They won't even release him on his own recognizance. And if he did what they say he did, first of all, and I'm going back to another thing. First of all, why they didn't let's say why they didn't investigate Cora for letting him spend the day with their son.
See, we don't know that though. That's only speculative. That's being speculated. I'm working on putting the timeline together because there's a lot of holes that are not fitting. There's a lot of them that are not fitting. In my personal opinion, I don't know if he... Okay, no, I'm going to hold that personal opinion for a moment. I'm going to have to, because I can't tell you what that opinion is without disclosing information that I don't want to disclose yet. So I can't tell you what my personal opinion is. Simply that there's just, like Tim said, it's a goddamn onion and you're just pulling back so many layers, and I'm sick of the layers. I just want somebody just to be honest with me. Like, at this point it's getting quite frustrating, like, it's getting frustrating at this point,
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on? What is everybody doing at this point? Like,
well, Jermaine is in Jamaica. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me do my disclaimer. This is what they say. This is hearsay.
Allegedly,
Jermaine is in Jamaica. He's on a world trip. Because he needs the rest and stuff.
From what? So it doesn't work.
Can't have nothing more likely, but
Well, hold that thought there, Miss Bernicia, or whatever your name is going to be this week. We have a commercial break. Because I know you like to change your name up every week, child. We have a commercial break, and we got to get to them because they paid for this, and this is what they get, what they pay for. This ad is brought to you by Super Investors. You guys are like, I'm so sick of these ads. Listen, every time you pay for a new ad, we get a new ad every week, but these ads have to run for a week, so suck it up. But this ad is brought to you by Super Investors. Super Investors is a financial literacy game company that promotes and encourages families to interact with their children about finances through fun and play. At what age do you think that teaching your children financial literacy? I said 5. I always say 5. I feel like, kids understand quarters, dollars, and nickels. At the ripe old age of 5, those teeth start falling out. You're sliding crisp dollar bills under their pillows. Probably start talking to your kids about money, in my opinion, right? Start talking about money immediately. Super Investors' goal is to bring awareness to families, especially in the inner city, of how important it is to teach their children about savings, investing, managing their inheritances, and building businesses and more. If you want to know more about Super Investors, please check out their link. It is in my link tree. They are fun and interactive games for your kids. If you have difficulties getting an understanding of financial literacy for yourself, it could probably be a great game to collaborate with your children and play and learn together. So check out the link for Super Investors in my link tree. And shout out to Valencia for paying for this ad. Thank you, Valencia. Sell it, child. Sell it, child. So yeah, this Bernicia, this this story is and now Jermaine is allegedly in Jamaica. Maybe it has something to do with that cryptic text message he put out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let's go back to those text messages, or let's go back to those tweets, honey. Let's go back to the tweets, honey, because Jermaine, you got some splaining to do. You got some splaining to do, Mr. Jermaine. These tweets are cryptic. I'm going to read them to you guys verbatim. Please pay attention. I know you probably ran and grabbed some popcorn, honey. Come on back, because I'm only reading them once. Okay? Come on back, because I'm only reading them once. Okay? So, if you guys don't know, Jermaine Jakes published a tweet on May 4th, roughly around 8:30 in the morning. He published a series of tweets on May 4th around 8:30 in the morning. The tweets are unusual because they are referencing a loss of some sort. Ironically, on the same day, Brandon Coleman was arrested. Okay. So I'm going to read the tweets. Please pay attention. What's up, best MUA ever? Hello. Is it McCole Ellis? Hello, McCole. So he tweets, "This hurt me to my core. Never got to say anything to him. And the pain is on real-ish matters. Never will say goodbye is BS at its best."
And just humor me.
Because there's more.
When Brandon, okay, then go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say before I finish.
And when did Brandon get put in jail?
On the same day. On the same day.
Okay. Just saying, just a thought. Go ahead.
So, a number of people had tweeted him back saying, "Sorry for your loss." They didn't know what the fuck was going on. Jermaine continues and says, "I truly appreciate that." Okay. He says, "I haven't been able to sleep at all. He is the only person that never lied to me, never betrayed me, failed me. I'm losing it right now. Thank you for your prayers. I need all of them. I just wish I could feel them. Too weak right now." He goes on, okay, because it just don't stop at this point. He goes on and says, "Losing someone that had your back at any cost and time," and I think he meant in time, is one of the heart-wrenching things possible. He must have been really broken up, because this is grammatically terrible. So I'm just trying to translate it in the best way possible. Okay. He said, "Love people right now, because you never know how much or when you will lose the chance to see them again." Okay. I'm just trying to do this verbatim. It's really poorly written, you guys. He said, "I'm hurting extremely bad, and worse of is not ever to hug him." I know Jermaine ain't illiterate, so I imagine that he's writing this because his feelings are hurt because of the loss of someone.
Or someone.
Yeah, someone, something. I don't know if anyone had passed away that was close to him. Again, we don't know. We can only speculate, but the timing of the tweets and the incarceration are right. Okay. If doing this work has taught me anything, honey, it's to don't overlook shit. Do not overlook anything. If something seems innocuous, pay very close attention to it. because you don't know what you're going to find. You get to be like, oh, that's nothing. Someone died. Are you sure?
Yeah. That's that's what people are saying, that that he had a friend that passed away. But I don't know. I don't know. It just seems just too convenient.
When Mrs. Is it Mrs. Erica wrote in the chat, "Secret Lovers," I just thought of the song, and I just kind of. I'm not saying that he could have lost someone. Okay, he could have lost someone, and I don't want to say, I would never want to insinuate that a brother was sleeping with his wife's husband, but what you cannot do is pretend something's innocuous. No, you have to look at everything especially with a fine tooth comb with this goddamn family. Because I'm telling you right now, honey, ain't no stone ain't been unturned on them. Ain't no stone ain't been unturned. I'm telling you, you got to turn every stone with this family. You have got to turn every single stone. You have to.
And people are asking, why isn't the Jakes addressing it? To address it will give it credence.
Exactly. You cannot address stuff like this. You cannot. Stuff like this cannot be talked about. You should just let people like me just be on the internet, just running our mouths. But the difference between, and I'm not going to sit here and toot my own horn. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm this, and this. But I'm telling you right now, I do my best to not make mistakes.
Thank you, Jesus.
People always say, I think the problem with bloggers is they want to get to the story and they want to get it out first before anyone. And that could cause you to lose integrity and the story, right? You're just willing to publish anything just to get it out and be the first one to say you did. That's how you get into a lawsuit. But not me. Yeah. I have the patience of a fucking snail. I literally do. I don't care if I filed for a court document, they told me it was going to take 6 to 8 weeks. I don't care. I guess y'all just not going to get that story for 6 to 8 weeks. I'm not going to put something out there that I can't trust is not confirmed. Right? We can speculate all day, but I would never say affirmatively this would happen. I would never say that without at least that document, because anyone could come back and they could just be like, you're a liar. No, it's not. That's what this court document says. So that document's either lying, Yep. So, any final thoughts from you, Brenda?
Well, you know what? I think that Umar, somebody need to get him and make him give all that money back to whoever, the $10 and all. and this TD Jakes thing, I really do think that, and I would hate to think that I'm wrong, or maybe, but myself, I don't think Brandon is guilty, because I don't think no mother, I don't care who it is, would do what Cora is doing or have done. I don't think, and I hate to say that, because I've had, like I said, I got stories of all situations. I got family members that have been abused. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I am not trying to take away from any of that, but everything about that situation, everything seems wrong. There's nothing right about it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, I appreciate your candor, and I appreciate you giving us the final word. And I'm gonna throw you right back to the audience. Thank you again, Auntie Bernicia, Brenda, or whatever your name gonna be next week, sister. Thank you. So, yeah, it's just the whole case is interesting, right? That's why we go live, so we can kind of play it out and I can hear from you guys. I always encourage you to send me any tips or even just your thoughts, right? Like, sometimes I do get investigator's block, right? So sometimes my brain just will literally stop in its tracks when I just can't seem to be able to produce any other portion of the story. And it's the work of the Nosy Bystanders, you guys, who put me into the right direction. So I appreciate that. So even if you don't, even if you feel as though you don't have a tip, always reach out to the Nosy Bystander. You can leave your comments on TikTok. Please, for the love of God, don't leave the comments here, honey. I'll never find them. But you can reach out to us on Instagram and Twitter, and you'll be able to leave those comments so that we'll be able to see them, and I can just go over them. You can DM us. Our DMs always stay open. I have an email in my bio. It's Nosy Bystanders. Nosy Bystanders at iCloud.com. Okay, please email us there. But before we finish out the show, we always have an additional ad, right? So we get the ad to close out the show. So this ad is brought to you by Style Improve. Are you a stylist? And you're tired of taking your time threading these goddamn C-shaped needles? We talk about them all the time. Okay? We talk about them all the time. We talk about our sister Kenya here all the time, honey, and them damn C-shaped needles. This is patent pending, trademark pending. From Style Improve, she actually has a patent pending technology for pre-threaded C-shape needles. Style Improve has created this technology for you guys at an affordable rate, and you can actually check out her website. It is in my link tree. They come in sizes large and small, and I promise you, it's Black-owned business. She's doing her thing. That's right, Blaze. She's doing her thing. We love Kenya. Kenya doing her thing, honey. Patent pending, right? So it's one thing to create a product, it's a whole other thing to have that shit pending. But yeah, so I appreciate the Nosy Bystanders. I appreciate you guys. All of our sponsors, Kenya and Quick and Sew and Super Investors, Kiana Scott, the Lioness Queen, and her niece Tori, as well as I want to make sure I didn't forget anyone. She's brown like me. So I appreciate all the ads. Everything that you guys do and support to the show, all it does is help me hire an assistant, honey. That's it. Because y'all, God only knows I need help. God only knows I need help. God only knows that I need help. Okay. But yeah, so I really appreciate you guys' help. You guys absolutely give me the know-how, and sometimes you put me on the right track when you send me just information about a story that you think. Even if you're saying, hey, what have you tried looking in this direction or that direction? We always take all your tips here. I say we, but it's just me. I'm the only nigga here, okay? Ain't nobody else. It's just me. I'm the only one here. So I say we because I think we're a team. Okay. I include all y'all, the Nosy Bystander. I'm like, we got this, y'all. Even though I'm the only nigga who doing something. Seems like I'm the only one who show up on time. And that's on CP time, okay? That's on color people time. I feel like I'm the only one who show up. That's okay. Y'all show up when y'all can. So we'll be back tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We do an after show after this, but it's impromptu, and all we do is just talk about what's going on the white side of TikTok because we love white people, and we just want to know what y'all got going on. Y'all not looking all right. Y'all not looking all right. We ain't either. Okay, so we should just tear the fence down and call CPS and dox each other. Just enter collectively. Y'all not doing good. We not doing good either. Okay. So check us out on Instagram and Twitter at the Nosy Bystanders. You can always leave us a tip anywhere. We have the Nosy tip line. So please give us a call. It ain't got to be a tip, but if it's not a tip, don't have me on the phone all day. I don't charge it much. Okay. Okay. Could we do a Latinx talk sometimes? Absolutely. Let's go see what's going on Latinx. Now, mind you, I'm not bilingual. So if you guys have videos to send me from Latinx talk, please, for the love of God, transcribe them for me. Just let me know what's going on at least, right? I don't need a whole transcription, but let me know what's going on in Latin talk. Y'all all right too? Y'all look like y'all doing all right because we don't seem to be bothering y'all. So, yes, reach us out for the Nosy Bystanders. I appreciate you guys being on the show. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to discuss something else. If you have any other news that you wanted to discuss, be like everybody else and leave it in the comments and pray to God that I can see it. I actually did see someone here. They stated that Andrew Gilliam was indicted. We'll discuss that tomorrow. I think that's interesting. It does have to do with politics, and why not? So I'm Stephanie, your chief nosy bystander. Okay, I will see you guys later. You guys have a good night. Bye bye. Okay.